Hey, welcome back to Thronebreaker.
Broadhead now loomed before Meve and her force. Once famous for its glowing forges and clanking manufactories, the city now stood silent. Why, you might ask? Because Mahakam. Decades past, it had opened its gates to human merchants and dwarven arms, exquisitely crafted and not nearly as dear as those made by man. The caravans had simply stopped coming to Broadhead. When its black-clad garrison spotted the Lyrians approaching, they'd hastily fled, left the city's gates open wide. Yet, they did not leave empty-handed. Their convoy comprising at least a dozen wagons loaded ostensibly to the hilt.
With what might they have fled?
With something damn heavy,
replied Gascon, squinting his eyes.
Look at this. 2 horses to pull each wagon, and the wheels cut deep into the road.
It's always something of value. We should pursue them.
What they've taken from my city,
Began the Queen.
they've taken from me. And I will have it back. Follow me!
Meve spurred her horse and galloped off in pursuit of the fleeing caravan. When the Blackclads realized they had no hope of escape, they planted pikes and feet, bracing for the assault.
Right, straight into it. Shortened battle. Me felt a pounding blow, and Nilfgaardian arrow struck a breastplate. Fortunately, the plate proved sturdy, shattering the missile on impact and leaving the Queen unharmed. Yet, if the archer's aim had been true, if the arrow had struck a few inches higher, Meve broke into a cold sweat. It's true the war neared its end, but only constant vigilance could ensure her own would not be premature. Alrighty then, what are they taking? Okay, take 2. Let's get rid of you guys. Yeah, quite like that. You can go, you can go, you can go.
Stop!
Okay.
Whatever you carry belongs to me!
They gain ground! Dal Seifel! Very gloire!
Yeah, this guy's...
Greetings. What is it?
How am I going to do that though? So I also need to get rid of this guy so I can use my order abilities. Let's target him straight away. I might as well go for it now because he's going to get a boost whatever happens. So
This eyes will be reaping black-clad heads.
then we'll go for 2 of these. One on the front, one on the back. That'll do.
Wise choice.
Okay. So now we're going to go for a slinger. Oh, I should get that ale out. Now let's go for a slinger. We'll do some damage now.
They hide well.
Okay. So I think we'll get the ale out next. Just get it going. I'd really like to destroy that because these cause real. They just keep coming one after the other after the other. So maybe actually I should try and get as many slingers down as I can to counter that. Yeah, let's do that now. So I'm not going to be able to do it with this one, I don't think.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Maybe next turn when I get another one out, I might be able to bounce the next one around enough. Yeah, let's wait one more. We'll try and destroy the next one and break the chain. What did you just eat? You just ate my Mahakam Ale, didn't you, stupid dog? Okay. So he's dead next turn anyway, so I don't mind about his score. Come on. I'll set the front row on fire. Well, I might just leave them there actually. Kind of yeah. Fill out the row. Well, kind of screwed that plan up, didn't it? Don't think it's quite going to be enough. No way to do any damage. See, if I had that third slinger, that would have been perfect. So unfortunately now this is just going to zap all of these. Now if I play Reynard now, I might be able to do that. Yeah, I'll have to give that a go. That should be enough with 3 of them. So his order ability is pretty good actually. So he can do what, 8 damage now? Yeah, I'm gonna turn this, go offline here I think. So this might be what's God. Alright.
Company! Forward march!
Let's do this now. You, and you. Then you, and it doesn't really matter. You. Okay, good. You, and you. There, that should help a little bit. Okay.
Life is mine now.
Alright, let's do the blood card now. See what we get. Not so much, really. We'll take Gascon and the straight.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Go for that one. Probably do the bomber next on the front row there. He's gonna do. Could he take someone out now? No, not quite. Maybe. Gotta do 8. Yeah, he could take this slinger out. Another one. It might be far enough ahead now that we might be okay. So let's do this.
Can't smell a leak.
Maybe I should have put it on the back, but I'm going to bounce him around with this last slinger anyway. I need to play him next turn. So let's trade someone out and get 2 more. No, so wait, next turn I'll just put this guy in on my side and then trade him out. Yeah. I think we'll be okay now. I'll use this ability on Reynard to boost him up a little bit too. Ali. Here we go, okay, yeah, well, he's going to get a little boost here, isn't he? But whatever. Let's do that. Can I do this? Can I do this on my side? Oh no, apparently I can't. Okay, well, I might as well go up there. Not sure I'm going to get him back, but I think we got enough points that it's not going to matter. Yeah, we'll do another one of those. Oh yeah, and hedge duck. In between these guys.
Not going into the fray already,
How come they got another charge? Huh. Okay. Well, in that case, why don't we do this, and this? Where's the other one? That one. I would really like to destroy that one if I can. There he goes. Okay, we'll save that last charge for the next turn. Okay, so oh, there we go.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Yeah, real.
I refuse to die for these scraps.
Well, I'm not sure you'll have a choice in that one. Yeah, it's really about stopping those ones that just spawn another one after one turn. If you can stop that cascade, it really helps a lot.
Meve personally, and none too gently, shackled the Nilfgaardian commander, a young nobleman with a precisely trimmed moustache. Like many noble Imperials, he spoke fluent common.
The wagons. What's in them, Captain?
Scrap, Your Majesty.
The Imperial promptly replied. Noting the Queen's confusion, he elaborated.
To be melted down and recast into arrowheads and spear tips. Our engineers originally planned to use the foundries in Broadhead, yet these proved too primitive. We were ordered to remove the scrap, take it elsewhere.
Any pride from the victory vanished in an instant, and Meve swelled with anger, but also with shame. The shame came from realizing that to the invader, her realm was naught more than a weak, underdeveloped backwater. Meve slammed the chest she'd opened shut.
Blast it. Back to Broadhead. Let's ride.
Crumbling walls, shattered windows, rotted wood. Broadhead was bleak, a dull shadow of its former self. As the Lyrians entered, the somber townsfolk glared at the arrivals and uttered not a word. That is, until they saw Willem and began to hiss and growl. Meve resolved to address the crowd.
Folk of Broadhead, you're free at last. The Nilfgaardian occupation is done.
Aye, and a new one starts now.
Are you madman? Don't you recognize our banners? The Lyrian army stands before you.
Oh, I recognize banners. Served neath them as a sergeant 15 long years. And then I came back to my own town. Know what I found? Hardship and squalor, your grace. All had gone to shite. On account of damned dwarves. Been flooding Rivia with their metal goods for years now. Us smiths don't so much as light their pipes in their foundries no more. You call yourselves the lyric colours and banners confirm it. Well, what about your arms? Weren't forged in us fires, but in Mahakams. By us worst foes. Hell, I even see some at knobheads in your ranks. And right behind, Prince Willem, who bent a knee to blackclads not long past. So what freedom's it you're giving us, your grace? Freedom to beg in common, not in Nilfgaard's mongrel tongue, beg.
What are you on about, man?
There's no levy on goods from Mahakam. But without it, us workshops don't stand a chance. And ye, your grace, you wear their armour, bear their arms, and bring bearded bastards to our doorstep.
I can see why they're angry, and that's pretty fair, actually. I'm certainly not going to flog him, because he's right. But the dwarves are our allies. but this is war.
There's a war on. I do whatever I must to win.
Aye, Majesty. And you run up a debt with dwarves. A debt you'll need to repay. At the cost of your own craftsmen.
Enough. Silence. Consider yourself lucky you've a merciful queen. I'd have had your head off by now. Move along.
Before Meave could leave the market square, Barnabas politely interjected.
Frankly speaking, there's a bit of truth to what the man says.
I'm perfectly aware of that. But what do you want?
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but perhaps I might be of some help?
Do tell how. I'm all ears.
Everything your folk make here, the dwarves of Mahakam make twice as fast and twice as well. You must find a so-called niche, an innovation. And it just so happens innovations
Are your speciality.
at the risk of being immodest. Exactly. It might serve the cause of peace to show the folk here, non-humans, are not all bad, that they can help. Not just steal human jobs and piss in their milk.
I'll consider it, Barnabas. I shall think and let you know.
The time came to leave Broadhead, so Meave summoned her advisors, eager to hear their counsel. They put forth ideas, many of merit, but the Queen would decide the city's future.
I like Barnabas' idea because, I mean, we could just invest in them, but they're not going to be able to compete directly with Macam because, well, they're just better, aren't they, really? So I'm gonna trust Barnabas on this one. I think he's got the right of it there. They do need to find their own thing, something else that nobody else has.
After careful deliberation, the Queen approved Barnabas's proposal. He would manage the city's ailing industry and seek to restore it to health.
Barnabas, just please, do your best not to blow it all up.
Don't you worry, Your Grace. The only boom in this town's future is that of the economic sort.
Well, we lost him now. Okay, well, I think it's
At first,
the best thing for the people of
townsfolk were
Broadhead.
skeptical of the Queen's decision, but Barnabas's schemes bore immediate fruit. Soon, the foundries and manufactories were bustling with life. Before long, Meave herself received new goods produced.
Yeah, nice. Okay, well, I feel good about that.
Now, I'm no ally of gnomes or any freaks, but this Barnabas bloke, he's not a bad apple. Now, I'm no ally of gnomes or any freaks, but this Barnabas bloke, he's not a bad apple.
Rivians, if any in your city has spoken of Nilfgaardian victory as if it is inevitable or has dissuaded you from taking up arms, they may be an imperial spy. In his scheming to conquer the north, Emir Var Emrys has sent his venom-spitting vipers to live among us, poised to strike when least we expect it. Remain vigilant and beware the traitors in our midst. Anything back here? Ah, there we go. I mean, you know, if Barnabas hadn't been with us, I would have paid them for sure. But I think it's okay. I mean, this card was all right. I've not really been using it too much, so I'm not too bothered about that. You know, it's fun for a bit of randomness. What's going on here, folks? Milady, do you see these townsfolk, the Rivian gold thieves whom you protected from the dwarves in Mahakam? They wish to repay you for the grace you showed in the time of need. They offer you a share of the spoils from the mountains. Will you accept it? Well, we're already there, but you know what? I don't need the money either. So yeah, go for it. You keep it. Okay. So let's go check out this puzzle battle up here,
The
shall we?
wind howls like a ghastly apparition.
Isn't that something Geralt used to say in the games? You know what? I'm actually going to quickly turn the offline thing. Go offline. See if it makes it run a bit better. Back in a sec. Okay, let's see if that does anything. No, it's still good for morale. Let's go check out this puzzle battle. Once General Ebdahi seized Rivia, he ordered an immediate population. At first, many thought the Nilfgaardian had planned to raise taxes, but the truth was, in fact, much worse. Before long, villages and settlements were visited by slave drivers. There was no hiding from them, and they knew of every living soul there. Eliminate the slave drivers. Do not any unit die. Use your leader's ability. Okay. Always happy to kill slave drivers. Okie dokie, got there eventually. This bit of a pain, this one. So, start with the Lyrian Sideman up in the middle.
Aye.
And use Meve's ability straight away. Then we want to put the horse thief to the right of the Sideman and target the leftmost slave. Then we want to use Alchemist here and use the order ability on the horse thief. Okay. Then we want to use, we can use our Hadstock here.
Pointy end upward.
Let's give him another ability there, then end the turn. That's it, got a nice boost. Now we use this ability to make that one equal. Use our second Alchemist to do that one there. Use Meve's ability on this one to make sure it survives. And we should be good. Okay. Whew, yeah, tricky one. That kept getting to the end, but just having one left, you know, the slave had the higher number, but I just ran out of turns. But we got there in the end. You are free, my people. Alrighty, that everything up here? Not quite. Okay. Oof, very close now. How's morale? Morale is good.
When Meve saw Reynard's usually stoic visage rent by a half-moon grin, he knew he brought particularly good news.
Your Grace, our toil has borne fruit. The liberated towns of Rivia have hired an outfit of mercenaries conveyed to your command, along with wishes for a speedy victory.
Meve cast an eye over the long column of hired soldiers, taking in their top-notch arms and battle-hardened faces.
With support like this to bolster our ranks, our way grows easier,
said the Queen with a smile.
Send the townsmen a letter. Say their queen devotion to the realm, and when the time comes, she shall reward them fittingly.
Yes, we will. Right, what do we got over here? Not too much in the fields by the looks of things, so why don't we just head up north here? These banners are going to have to go. Rivians, to the enemy in the hope of earning their goodwill, may you learn from the fate of Count Caldwell. He was the first to accept the Emperor's leash around his neck and a mountain of gold in return, yet he was instead granted a putrid swamp. He thought himself the Nilfgaardians' equal, yet they despised him. He dreamed of glory everlasting, yet died like a hog, covered in muck and grime. Do not follow in his footsteps, for you would share his fate. Yes, you would. Are you okay there? Ooh, Your Majesty, the priestess who killed this temple has in her possession a fragment of a magical object. It could prove useful to us, yet she refuses to part with it, no matter the generosity of our offer. What shall we do? We will pay her 250. There we go, Dragon's Dream. Ooh. Let's have a look. After 5 turns, on turn end, destroy... Wow, okay. 3 random enemies. Yeah, I think so. What should we lose? I think I might lose a blood card, because we got Meve's ability. This served us well. Let's get Dragon's Dream in there. Whew, okay.
Rivia Castle. Seems our journey nears its end.
That end could yet prove tragic. We've daunting tasks ahead. Pride. It's all I ever felt pondering those walls. Yet now, to behold them from below. I truly do wish we hadn't built them so tall.
Well, here we are. Come a long way. We missed one bit of loot, but I think we'll be okay. So next time, we're going to see if we can talk to General Abe Dahi. Until then, take it easy.